It is that time of year once again. This past year was our 11th year completed as a homeschool family. This coming homeschool year, I will have a 10th grader, an 8th grader, and also a 5th grader, all boys. And the very first thing that I do to prepare for a new homeschool year is come look through all of our bins, our homeschool area, everywhere we store homeschool things, and really just assess what we're actually using, what we're needing, what can be tossed out, what can be loaned to somebody else or given to somebody else to actually use. So that's what you're going to see in today's video. Come along with me while we clean out our homeschool space and get it reset for the new homeschool year.
Ignore the lighting, guys. I've got like reflections bouncing off of different things in the house, but I'm kind of in the mood and I don't know if I'm gonna actually accomplish this before the upcoming homeschool year or not, but we have had this set up with the desk and the storage bins. This is how we've done things in our homeschool. This is my 12th year homeschooling and things have been organized like this for probably a good portion of the last 4 years, 5 years. I like to change things up a little bit here and there and just make things more pleasing. Like I want it to flow with the rest of our home. I don't need anything crazy, exceptional, above and beyond, but I do like things to just kind of flow. And I'm kind of hungry for more of a, I don't know what you would call it, like a console area or like a, I'm thinking of like an entertainment center, but not. Like a console area so that all this actually be hidden and it will just kind of flow through this area by the back door. We catch all kinds of things back here, shoes, boots, all the things. So it'd be really nice to have somewhere to store that stuff also, while simultaneously having the area for our homeschool and crafts and supplies and all those things, because realistically, we're a homeschool family. This stuff is going to be taking up part of our home. I'm hungry for something new in this space, something very frugal, very cheap. Even if I find like a piece of furniture or something that I myself can fix up and paint to match this area, I don't know. I'll see what I can find, and if I end up changing anything, I'll share it with you guys before we roll out for the new homeschool year. For now, I'm just getting the old out with the old, cleaning it up, tidying things up, figuring out somewhat of a system, something comfortable, something that flows in our home, and something a little bit different, because I love to change things up and it just makes it fun for me, but definitely has to be done on a budget and still has to incorporate the same system that we're pretty much using now. It will just look different. So all that, okay, roundabout way. Just a brief overview. The way I've had things organized before, guys, you can see we have like Bibles, devotionals, missionary books, chapter books for the kids to do independently. I Survived, Charlotte's Web, we've got Mr. Popper's Penguins, some I Can Read books, the Tuttle Twins books over here, just kind of anything that's a little bit more deep that the boys might do independently. And we've got tallow and a flashlight because things get stored here, which is also why I feel like if it were drawers, it would be more pleasing to my brain, to my eyes, but also we wouldn't catch all these random tools and foot powder and whatever have you going on here. Then we have picture books. This whole section here is picture books. We do have a few Lane Walker hunting and fishing books in the corner there that my boys are going through also, but that's how things are organized. In case you're new here, each child of mine will have a bin, which is the one I just pulled out. That is the bin for my youngest. He is a 5th grader. Then we have the bin for my 8th grader. And then over here is the bin for my 10th grader. Down here is Christmas books. And then this is art and craft supplies and also my son's boots. And then this is anything that I will need. So teacher's guides and extra things just get put in this middle bin. And then these over here, this desk is a catch-all for budgeting, my budgeting book, and then just random stuff. So I need to get with it. I need to quit chatting and actually start cleaning and get this done while my boys are doing one of their lawn mowing jobs. I'm gonna get to work, guys. I'm gonna bring you along and hopefully share something encouraging for you in today's video while I am tackling this homeschool space. One thing I love about cleaning stuff out is finding things that I didn't even know that I had. In this desk that I was showing you guys is where I keep my budget book. So I try and be very intentional about our budgeting. And this has really nothing to do with homeschooling, but I do just want to share with you really quick. This is my budget notebook, and I created this myself. I do sell this in a PDF file. However, it's so funny to me because this one, I literally have August left and then it's full. I've used this one up front to back for the last 12 months. Well, as I was cleaning out all of my stuff, guys, look what I found. This is a mock version. Okay, I have the printable. I could print it out whenever I wanted and have a new copy. But I found one that when I was designing these and creating them and actually had them printed at a local print company, I just found a brand new one that was an extra that I had that has not been used or written in, and I'm so excited because August was where my planner ended, and then I would have to create and print out a whole new one in the middle of printing out all of our curriculum stuff. So there's a password log in the back for you to write down all your passwords. There's a payment calendar for like a monthly overview, an income tracker to track your income. Like, I kind of designed it in the way that I like to track things. But the cover is not my favorite cover of choice. However, this was one of the ones I was playing with for a little while. Mine is obviously, my cover of choice is obviously the mountains, but that made me so happy. Budget planner in me is so happy that I have a brand new one that I can start with. I don't have to print it out. I already have one. I found one. That makes me super happy because I didn't even know that it was in there. It was in with all of my folders and my extra paper and my extra clipboards, and it was a sweet little gift that I found. So super grateful for that. This bin that I'm showing you is the one that I keep a lot of extras in. There really isn't necessarily a purpose for this bin other than keeping extras. So I have these workbooks that I like to hold on to in case I need extra things for co-op. There are some books in here that went along with Beautiful Feet books. We have this giant Sing a Song of Seasons book that we go through on occasion, and just some random things. I've got scripture memory cards in here, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and put each of my boys their solutions manual for Denison algebra. I'm gonna stick that in here as well because that is something that they will be needing to use. I don't want this paired with their books, if that makes sense. I want this to be separate where they come and grab the actual teacher's guide and grade their own.
So this is truly just the beginning of the preparations for our new homeschool year that is up and coming. We don't have a set start date. We don't follow a specific schedule. I really have been encouraged and inspired by the Sabbath homeschool schedule, which is 6 weeks on, 1 week off. I don't know if that's something we are going to do or something we're going to implement this year, but I'm always encouraged by the way that other mamas do things. But I also have found that the way we do things is sweet and simple and perfect for our family. Not that we can't adjust and shift and grow and change, because that is happening naturally anyway. We are experiencing that in so many different ways in our family within this last year. And I talk about that a lot, but really, truly with my oldest working, it has changed things and the way things look for our family. It's been incredible, but it's also made things a little bit more challenging as well. You know, if you've been here, that we are a unit study homeschool family, and I love that. And so that is one of the things that we do first thing in the morning as a family, and we prioritize that. We prioritize our Bible, our morning basket, our family subjects, and math. And then as we work through our day, we tackle each subject as needed. If any of you mamas out there are homeschooling a high schooler, you will feel me on this, but I am just constantly reminded of how good and how sweet and how gentle God is. This homeschooling a high schooler season has been unlike anything I was even expecting or able to foresee on my own. It has been so different and so beautiful and incredible all in and of itself, but it's also been a season of letting go and trusting God, like truly trusting God. I'm going to get emotional talking about this, but like with our son, with our children, and trusting that he has good plans for them, and knowing that what we are doing in our home is just the beginning. It's that foundation. It's giving our children that foundation for growing and maturing, and eventually what we want, right, is for them to go out into this world and be disciples of Jesus, but also their own family, create their own family, their own home, and live a life that they love. And this is all the beginning. This may sound dramatic, but some of you will feel me on this. It has been a true sweet season of learning to trust God, and in the letting go of our children as they are growing and becoming men. And I would love to share more about that with you in another video, but I'm going to stop right there for now. And if you are with me, Mama, leave me a comment down below. And this is just meant to encourage you if you're in that season as well. I have cleaned out the things we are no longer using and the things that are no